dramatically.
Wow, okay, I didn't mean to turn this into a self-deprecation session.
Has there been
He's
any
not
time that I
falling
hurt your
off,
feelings
also.
that you didn't tell me?
But I feel like
Scar is
you
not falling
catch
off.
it sometimes. I remember one time we were playing League and you like yelled especially hard. And then I like I don't know if I yelled back or something because I had like actually felt frustration at the time. Usually it's like pretty bantery. After game or stream, I can't remember which one, but then you messaged me and you apologize.
Was there any
Oh, at
instance
least
where
he
you-
was self-aware.
It was probably like some League games.
Well, maybe if you rotate into dragon.
I fucking knew it was gonna be one of those.
Our minds are created bodies. What is the first thing you're going to do in my body?
We all know the answer to this. Is this really?
What's that?
I'd have sex with myself, but we'd have sex.
Let's run it back. Oh, you have sex with yourself. Sorry, I thought you were saying as like solo, like dick in your.
So Jody's saying if Jody became John, I know, I'm like, is this socially acceptable? Is it socially acceptable? Would I? Okay, let's say the first thing I do is swap into a guy's body. Am I fucking myself? Probably not. I feel like the first thing that I'm doing is masturbating. But I guess if I could fuck myself, I probably would. But mostly it's because I would want. This is crazy. It's mostly because. It's like. I'm confused. Because does that mean that John is in is Jody in John's body fucking John and Jody's body? Because I guess that's a little bit less weird. If they switch, it's a little bit, yeah, if it's like a Freaky Friday situation, it's a little bit less weird. Yeah, and that's less weird. But then it's got to be like I have to say yes to it because it's my body. And then also the person that I switch with has to say yes to it. But I also don't know if I could ever come back from like actively having sex with myself in that way. It just would be strange, but now that she mentioned it, I'm like, oh yeah, But then you say you switch back. It's like it's almost too meta. Like it's hurting my brain. Also, I just think that seeing yourself from outside of your body would totally fuck you up. Like I think that if I had, like, I would low-key maybe spiral. That would fucking humble me. Like imagine you're having sex with yourself and you just see something that you don't like. I would be like, oh my God, do you see this all the time? And then I would spiral. I think about this all the time. It's funny. I was just talking about this. I'm like, I don't know if I would like sex more as a man, but I think that sex is just so much easier as a man that I would like it as a man. Like if I had a penis, I imagine I would like it more because it's just so much easier. But I don't know. Wouldn't know. No, I wouldn't know. I will never know, unfortunately. Is it? I mean, I think so. What part is easier? Like low-key, all of it? Getting the engine revved up? Like, you never hear about men not coming. But you always hear about women not coming, right? Like, that's not a problem for guys. Just stick it in a hole, and half the time it doesn't even matter. But unfortunately, it can be, yes. And it definitely can. It definitely can be. I'm not saying that. But like when you hear about like, let's just be so fucking for real right now. Let's just be so fucking for real right now. Like, I think it's kind of, yeah, like women are often way harder to get to an orgasm. In terms of, it's a very complex, it's like a complex kind of situation. I think that it's, like, obviously I can't say because I don't have a penis, but yeah, it just seems a whole lot easier. And like when I just think about like a lot of the times your dick just gets hard for nothing. Just you watch a commercial and like the lady that's selling you a sponge bends over, oh, erection. But God forbid, you want to get a girl wet, it's gonna take you 15 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, just seems a little different. Just seems a little different.
Your own butt.
Well,
Wait, sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna see you.
Like,
I keep
dick
pausing
your
in the
own
middle
butt.
and not the
Solo,
what's going. Okay,
Like, dick in your own butt.
Well, yeah, I'm
But
gonna
I
see
that's what I
you
thought at
out,
first,
me,
too.
Like, hey, agreement? Because you probably want to know what it's like to have sex as a woman, and I want to know what it's like to have sex as a man.
Ooh.
He's sweating. Did anyone catch that sweat drop off his hair?
I get really hot when I drink.
Is there any of your roommates that you prefer would take a bullet instead of your dogs?
Oh, I feel like I didn't really answer this
I like
one.
The guy. You know, he's cool. Yeah, Broden. I mean, you know, he's like sort of runs the operation. He should probably stay. Do you die from this bullet?
Let's say that you have an equal chance of dying. Oh my God.
I would let some people in the house.
I'd let a lot of people die for my dogs. I think if it really came down to it, if it really came down to it, I like my dogs a lot. Yeah. That's why I don't trust dog people. Yeah, we really do fuck with our dogs, you know. Dog people really do fuck with their dogs. Does anyone survive? I would say, yeah, a lot of people survive. A lot of people survive.
Die.
If someone offered you $15 million
But yeah,
to not be
pet
friends
owners,
anymore, would you
yeah.
take it?
Do we just stop being friends? Like, what's the deal?
Why do you have to ask? You have to stop being friends with me.
$15 million?
Wow, he's really
Are you
thinking
seriously
about it.
thinking that? Say you cannot talk to me ever again. Like we're just cut off, like no longer friends.
Do you remember us being friends?
Yeah?
Can we communicate through other people?
No.
Hey, Lily,
Stop
can
trying
you-
to find. No.
It's like generational wealth almost. Like I wouldn't have to work another day in my life.
And neither would your kids.
No, I don't think I'll take it.
Wow, really?
That makes
But I
sense.
think I will
They're
think about it. I think.
Especially when you're mad at me.
They're
But
like
then I'll send you a meme and then
besties.
You'll be like, oh, okay. Would have been worth it, right?
I don't know about that.
If you could change one thing about toast, what would you change?
I wish I could turn YouTube toast off for 2 weeks.
Was that
'cause I feel
written
like
on a
toast is
card?
YouTube brain. I'm not getting the full package. I want his full package. You know what I mean? I want toast package.
Period.
In front of me. When I get toast in front of me, I'm not seeing his full package. You know what I mean?
But you want to just
They've
hang out
totally
with
seen
toast.
each other's
Or like
packages.
Jeremy.
I want to see Jeremy and I want to see Jeremy's package.
Is John
Did you
drunk?
only hire me onto OTV because I'm black?
Oh, fuck. Cheers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh God. Have you ever considered us romantically involved?
I remember that.
No. But I think it's because right off the bat, it was like, we were both dating people, first off, when we met. I don't think there was like anything thought of that. And then after, we had developed such like a deep friendship that I think it became more into like siblings almost, or like a...
Oh, he
OTV
got
has
sibling
been,
zoned.
Like a very big family in that sense. So it almost feels like it'd be wrong to. Not like it'd be wrong to, but like, I don't know. I think I'd rather have you in my life, and I feel like I wouldn't want to risk that ever by being romantically involved. But not that I had a huge debate about it, but...
I mean, it seems like you've given this some thought. The way you explain it.
Bro,
No,
stroking
I'm
his
just saying,
ego.
like, usually no. No. There are things about you that it's okay and I accept because you're my friend. But if you're my SO, no. And I'm sure the same goes for me.
What was
Okay,
a defining
Var.
moment in our relationship?
I feel like you also know the answer to this. But John and I took a break. We took a break for about 2 weeks, and I was ready to break up. John went through lots of changes, I would say, in that 2 weeks. Well, you could also share on this. Like, John basically asked himself, well, what if Jody was right? Like, what if Jody's feelings were right?
And then ever since, I just like think as if they're right after I get my point across.
So I would say taking a break and then us coming back into it. And I would say our relationship has been really great ever since, because I think that when we sit down and chat, it's a lot of just like trying to hear the other person out.
Yeah.
If we all split up into separate areas of the world, do you think you'd still be good friends with people? Or do you think some of them would not be your friends?
We're talking about the house?
Yes, the
I think
house.
everyone in this house I would still be friends with. I don't know that we would hang out all the time, but we would play games together very often, I think. I think like online relationships change
I do
everything,
like these guys.
because you can be friends with people across the world.
I'm not gonna lie.
DSG
I
on
like
the
these
stage.
guys.
Oof. I think it's given me a lot of stress. I think I sunk a lot of money into it. I think I would do so many things differently. Occasionally, like, one of these players will really like believe in me. The players I believe in will let me down. Not like competitively, but like work ethic wise. Like the way my Valorant team blew up and like my players hated each other and like shit talk each other, even though I tried so hard to like believe in people, was very disappointing. But I was listening and
That was so sad. That was so sad, no? Oh.
on one of my players' scrims, and they don't know I listen. And one player was like, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have a job after this year. And another player chimed in, it's like, hey, you know, I really believe in Toast. I don't think he would like bring us on just to drop us. And when I heard that, it's like, it's really hard, because like these kids are believing in me, and I do wanna do the right thing, but it's also just so stressful and financially draining to like give them a chance, but all they want is a chance. I don't think it's a mistake though.
Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. Hey, shout out DSG. Everybody go buy DSG merch so he can pay these young kids. Go DSG.
Don't look at me like that. Don't make that sound.
What have I ruined for you? I'm gonna have to drink for this one.
Damn.
Because that's scary. It's scary to hear.
It's actually
You're
very
ruined
dumb.
for
I feel
you.
like my empathy and my I'm so drunk already. I think what is ruined for me is I'm so aware. I feel like I'm so aware of everything that like I'm double thinking it. And I wish I could go back to caveman logic, man brain, so I'm not thinking about things as much.
There's no way, really?
I wouldn't say it's ruined for me, but like there are times where I'm like, why do I have this shit on my mind right now? Focus on the
Yeah, I was
screen,
like,
focus on the game, focus on the game.
Man learned
The
empathy.
catalyst?
You've awoken this like
Yeah,
emotion
John's a
and
Gemini.
logic is now 1-to-1 when it was like logic John was like 90% and emotion was 10.
I feel like that was so nice that I want you to drink. I know, no. Like, it's like, I feel like if you don't drink, the comments are gonna be like, you pussy bitch.
I know.
Baby, you need a paper towel. It's really not that warm in here. Pretty.
No, it's every time I drink
Warm.
tequila. Oh, it's when I drink tequila I get really hot.
You're drinking whiskey.
I knew it was whiskey.
I might be allergic to whiskey though.
Oh, you are allergic to whiskey. John is allergic to whiskey. There's viewers out there. John had an allergic reaction in Japan long time ago to whiskey. We now think he's allergic to whiskey. We don't give him whiskey. So our cameraman is trying to kill him. Now
Jason!
John's transitioning to tequila, his favorite.
When was the time that I disappointed
Oh my
you?
god, he tried to kill him.
How much time do we have? Being 100% honest, I never think about that because I don't put expectations on my friends.
What a good man. What a good man this guy is. I love Skara. I really, this guy, that's my goat. Like, Skara is such, I've never heard anyone say that before. Like, I was so sure, and I'll tell you guys what I think it is later, but like, I was so sure that I knew what he was gonna say. And then the fact that he's just like, no, I don't have expectations of my friends. I'm like, it's very compassionate. It's a very, very compassionate way of thinking that I don't have. I would say like I do have expectations of my friends. Not like high ones, not high standards or anything like that, but I do expect